Through the previous video, I made you all familiar with cell by discussing the history of cell, the cell theory. We talked a little about the scientists that contributed in the cell theory. Then further we discussed about the structural organization of the cell and some unique structures that are found in the cell. Hello and welcome to Learn Something New. Can you just by observing this picture predict about the topic that we are going to discuss today? So yes, you get it right. Today we are going to discuss about the classification of cell. So as you could see, cells that are the basic building blocks of an organism are broadly classified as prokaryotic and eukaryotic. The eukaryotic cells are further subdivided as unicellular and multicellular. The multicellular is further subdivided as plant and animal cells. Let's try to understand all these classification of cell one by one through the next slide. So let's first begin by discussing the prokaryotic cell. The word pro from the prokaryotic means primitive and karyon means nucleus. In the prokaryotic cell, cell organelles like mitochondria, nucleus membrane and Golgi body are absent. As mitochondria is absent, so the cellular respiration is done by a folded structure called mesome, and as the nuclear membrane, that is the outer membrane of the nucleus, is absent, so the DNA is found inside the cytoplasm. And such an undefined nuclear region in which the DNA is not bounded inside the nucleus and is free in the cytoplasm is known as nucleoid. Also in the prokaryotic cell, cell organelles do not have a double layer. In short, all the double membranous structure are absent in the prokaryotic cell. In the prokaryotic cell, 70S type of ribosomes are found. And also the prokaryotic cells lack a nucleus. So with this, we could say that prokaryotic cells are not well developed. Now let's try to understand the eukaryotic cell. The word eu from the eukaryotic means true and karyon means nucleus. In the eukaryotic cell, cell organelles like mitochondria, nucleus membrane and Golgi body are present. As mitochondria is present, so the cellular respiration is done by mitochondria itself, and as the nuclear membrane is present, so DNA is not free in the cytoplasm. It is present inside the nucleus. So with this, we could say that eukaryotic cells are the developed cell. Please pause the video for a while and just go through this picture for once, so that you can distinguish between a prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell. So now let's try to understand the unicellular. The word uni from the unicellular means one, and the word cellular from the unicellular means cell. So with this, we could say that unicellular is a single cell that performs the entire function, and the organism that is formed by only one cell is known as unicellular organisms. Some of the example of unicellular organism is visible to you all on your screen. Now let's try to understand the next term, that is multicellular. The word multi from the multicellular means many and cellular means cell. In multicellular, more than one cell perform the entire function. The organism that is formed by more than one cell is known as multicellular organisms. Unicellular as well as multicellular is a subdivision of eukaryotic cell because these cells have a true nucleus. Some of the example of multicellular organism is visible to you all on your screen. Please pause the video for a while and just go through this image for once, so that you can distinguish between an unicellular and a multicellular organism. Now let's try to understand the plant cell. The word itself suggests that the cells that are found in plants are known as plant cell. And we also know that plants are composed of many cells. So we could say that plant cell is a subdivision of multicellular. Plant cells are either square or rectangular in shape. In plant cell, a non-living rigid outer covering is found around the plasma membrane that is known as cell wall. The cell wall helps to maintain the shape of cell. Vacuoles that are found in the plant cell are generally large in size plastid that are the colored pigment are present in plant cell. Golgi body is present in large amount in the plant cell. In plant cell, nucleus is present anywhere. Please remember this point as this point will help you to identify a plant or an animal cell. So now let's try to understand animal cell. By the word itself, we could say that the cells that are found in animal are known as animal cell. As animals are also composed of more than one cell, so we could say that animal cell is a subdivision of multicellular. Animal cells are either oval or sphere in shape. In animal cell wall and plastid are absent. Also, the size of vacuole is small. Golgi body in animal cell are present in small amount. The location of nucleus found in the animal cell is generally in center. Now please pause the video for a while and just go through this picture for once so that you can distinguish between plant and animal cell. So with this, we had came to an end of this video. Thanks for watching.